things. So when you start increasing in your nawafil, especially the prayers, what starts to happen, as was mentioned in the long hadith, this is one of the 40 Nawawi hadith, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Man adali waliyan, whoever basically harms one of my servants, the righteous servants, I will wage war against them. This is a big statement. Now what does it mean? Somebody will say, how can I become a good person to Allah, beloved to Allah? How can I earn the love of Allah? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in this hadith Qudsi, so this believer is doing fara'id until the things that are mandatory, until they earn the love of Allah. So it's a habit. You don't ever miss the obligatory prayers. You don't miss the obligatory fasting of Ramadan. You don't miss anything that's mandatory, and you leave the things that are prohibited. So somebody might ask, what does this mean? Start with the obligatory things in your life. Just do it. Don't miss any of the obligatory things, no matter what happens. These are things you got to push yourself through. If you want to really earn istiqamah, this is where it starts. But then the hadith continues. And then the servant continues persistently doing the nawafil, voluntary deeds now. These are extra things. Until they become, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as He said, and this is like a type of analogy, is that it'll become like the sight of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And it'll become like the hearing. This person will only hear the hearing of Allah. This person will only take or walk to the place that is blessed. And all of this means that when they're seeing something, they're seeing only that which is blessed and pure and permissible. What they're hearing is pure and permissible. They're staying away from bad gatherings because of what they're doing with all of these consistent habits, starting with the obligatory deeds and then with the nawafil. But as a habit, and the key here is a habit. It has to be consistent.
Consistency.
So at the end of the hadith, Allah says, وَلَئِن سَأَلَنِي لَأُعْطِيَنَّهُ. If this servant that he's discussing in the hadith, if he asks of me, I will give it to him. And if he seeks refuge or protection, I will protect